Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Obsidian Foxglove. Enjoy. Come on, launch out at me. Come on. I would love to get some sea serpent armor. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, my third attempt. Ice and Fire 2, Obsidian Foxglove 0. Oh my god, I can't believe I died by another sea serpent. I thought they wouldn't be able to attack me on land, but no. Was I naive? I was sorely mistaken. Well, hopefully this attempt goes better than the last two attempts I made at this mod pack. Oh my god, I would like to get a proper series running on this, but man, is it difficult. That's a dungeon right there. I mean, I can go over there and hope it doesn't spawn mobs, considering it's day, but, well, that may very well simply be wishful thinking. Ow, yep, that is very much wishful thinking. How the heck was I shot through glass? What? Ow. Oh, my soul is hurt, but not as bad as my body. I've noticed that I keep spawning in spruce forests. I wonder why. Is that by design, or is it all a coincidence? A coinkydink. But, is there anything in this direction? I swear, if I die by a dragon or another sea serpent, I may very well rage quit. You may see me rage quit a series the first time. Berries, one of the worst foods in Minecraft, but not the worst. I believe that would go to tropical fish. But berries is a good way to keep myself fed in the beginning here. Please tell me that I can come across, a friendly structure. I mean, that's most definitely wishful thinking. There are no friendly villages in this, by the way. Why is there a tower in the middle of the ocean? And why did I get spawned on another island? Ugh, man, my world gen is. So usually what happens in these hardcore series, a little background for you all, is that the YouTuber would go for a really long time to search for a good seed, and then they'll play on that seed while pretending that it was the first one that they generated, which of course is deceitful and not how I roll, but I digress. Should I go over to that ocean tower? Probably not, because I'm pretty sure sea serpents can even spawn in this shallow water, so it would not be a fun time for me. And there's a military expedition right there. Wonderful. Skirt past these guys. I'd rather not take an arrow to the face. This is a swamp. Alright, swamp, do you have anything good for me? No, you don't. Well, I must say, I am disappointed. You really let me down. Whatever, time to swim. Swim across the river. What is up with the random bubble columns, by the way? What do they do? Like, are they simply there for aesthetics? Or do they have a function? If they're there for the aesthetics, then what is causing them? Like, what realism is causing a column of bubbles? A column of bubbles can possibly form if, say, something is drowning, because those bubbles would be the oxygen leaving its body. But there randomly, that doesn't make much sense. Now I am gonna go exploring, and hopefully I can find something good, or if I run into danger, I'll continue the recording. I don't know, man. Time for adventure. So I have been traveling for who knows how long, and a boss bar appeared at the top of my screen. I have to say, I'm not comfortable with this. Who is nameless? And why does it have a boss bar? Why does it have a boss bar? I'm not gonna run into some mini boss heading in this direction, will I? Because that would truly suck. Oh, and I'm in another spruce forest, of course. Where else would I be? By the way, these mushrooms, they're not what? They have these weirdest hitboxes I've ever seen. I have no clue. At first, how did Nameless take damage? And that much, how is it taking that much damage? That's not foreboding at all. Whatever, run away from Nameless. Anything over here other than spruce trees? Not that I can see. Oh, finally, a forest that isn't spruce. I like spruce, but I mean, come on, man. Ow, no need to make it that common. These trees, I believe, are fir trees. So I think I'm gonna set up a base right here. Where are all these daisies? These oxy daisies? Where all these oxy daisies are. My base is gonna be right here. Let me do a bit of an outline, a basic perimeter. No. Let's move it right here, and then right here, as well as right here. that is the basic perimeter where my house is gonna be. So I'm gonna have to get to cutting down these trees. I mean, I don't want to deal with the pain of cutting all of these down one by one, but I will gather enough wood to make myself some basic stone tools, and then go mining get myself some wood for some basic wood tools, so then I could go mining for stone tools, and then I'll come back to cutting down these trees so I could do it far more efficiently and I don't waste as much time punching a bunch of logs. Oh my god. Wow, look at that fog. That's how you know it's dawn. There's a stray over there for some reason. Oh hey, at least it doesn't have a bow, so it can't shoot me with weakness. And there's a skeleton. I've pretty much been spending the night mining, and I did add a tree cutting mod because I couldn't withstand the allure of the temptations of having one. Now, originally I wanted pandas falling trees. However, there isn't a 1.16.5 version of that mod for Forge, so unfortunately I couldn't download it. Then I wanted to do HT's tree chop, I think, to make use a more balanced tree cutting mod, but that one didn't have a version for this Minecraft either, and so in the end I went with Tree Harvester, arguably the least balanced out of all tree cutting mods, but you know, oh well, I suppose. I don't think it really matters too much either, considering this mod pack itself, and I've been thinking about this while mining, but this mod pack itself isn't very well balanced. Now, I hate to say that because I enjoy ForgeLabs videos. However, I think this was one of his first mod packs he made himself, so it's completely understandable. And these days, I think ForgeLabs is even starting to learn to code. I don't know, maybe he's been studying the entire time and I simply only now started learning about it. But, oh my god, the lag, what was that about? Ooh. I don't like that. Anyway, so how Tree Harvester works is that I hold the grave key and then I break log, right? No, that is not how it works. Man, I hate skeletons. At least I got armor now. Not good armor, but armor nonetheless, and I'm gonna die if I have it, regardless. I'll die regardless of whether or not I have it or not. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, shut myself in here real quick because I saw a creeper. Right, so I pressed the grave key and broke that log, but nothing happened. So is Tree Harvester broken, or is that a fault of my own? Oh wait, no, Tree Harvester. I think I need to crouch to cut down trees with Tree Harvester. I don't know. Where's that tree? It's over here. Yeah, it's this one. Do I have to crouch? Oh, yeah, I had to crouch. That's far more understandable. Well, that's not too bad. I'm going to have to make more axes, though, because clearly one axe was not enough. And why are there still items raining from the sky? Oh, my God. Well, I cut down more than the one tree I was actually trying to cut down. But I mean, I was gonna cut them all down to clear out this area of some dark spots, but I wasn't expecting that. Anywho, make some more axes. Make 2 of them, both stone, even though I have the iron to make iron tools. Oh, a creeper somewhere. Okay, tree harvester. Does this still count as a tree? No, of course it doesn't. Well, I guess I'll still have to cut down these trees block by block, I guess, because those trees were overlapping too much. That's a lot of wood. I got wood for days. I'll be able to build myself a house in no time. Is it just me, or are these fir saplings literally retextured spruce saplings? I think they are. Now, cut down this tree. Wow, that's taking a while. Oh, my axe didn't break this time. Any other trees within my flower circle? No, pick that up. Wow, where did this wood come from? Whatever. Gather it all. This stubby little thing. Okay, now simply go around the perimeter, cutting down some of these trees. And collecting the saplings, because I don't want them to regrow here. And, oh, dang. Come on, man. Cut down the whole tree. Oh, there it goes. Why are you angry at me, spider? It's daytime. Whatever. You're fine now. I got wood for days. I got wood for days. Collect those and slaughter this spider. Wah! Oop. Wah! Nope. Wah! There we go. Got it. And now, with the spot cleared out somewhat, go down this tree and this one. Come on. Why you gotta take so long? There we go. Now I can start building myself a house out of fir trees and cobblestone bricks, because I still want to build off cobblestone bricks, even though that's what I wanted to do last time. Collect these saplings so they don't get in my way. Nice. A well cleared quotation marks around well cleared, but a well-cleared area. Wow, that is a lot of wood for me to build myself a home. All right, so first things first, I need to build a floor, a ground. I have the base of my house placed down now. I did have to deal with mobs a couple of times, but I got the floor down, and so now it's time for the next part of my home, which is, of course, building the frames for the walls. Hold on, I need a bucket. I can't be building without one of those. I don't want to take on pointless fall damage while I'm building. By the way, I did have to go and collect spruce wood because I needed to make a chest, and for some reason, Biomes O' Plenty woods still don't craft things like chests or crafting tables. So yeah, that's fun. Anywho, so I made this mossy stone block that isn't mossy at all because I want to make this the frame of the house. Now, the reason why I'm making this the frame of the house, there's no real big reason. It's simply because this stone allows me to like quadruple, I think I'm getting that right, quadruple the amount of stone I have. Oh wait, that breaks really easily. Oh, moss stone block. I don't like how that breaks easily, but whatever. Surely nothing bad will happen from me building with it. What was that noise? What was that noise? What is that? I don't like it. Anyway, I'm gonna go around building these pillars. Spiders are so weird in this mod pack, by the way. Like, they'll attack me even if it's day, so that's great. What is that noise? I really don't like it. Whatever, I'm gonna get to work now. That is the frame of my new home. This weird stone texture, moss stone block. I don't know why it's named that, and I don't know why I'm able to break it with my fist and still pick it up. That unnerves me a bit, because does that mean it's easily broken from like creeper explosions, or what about a dragon's breath? Always got to worry about those. But as I was saying, I don't know why this is called moss stone blocks, because this isn't mossy whatsoever. This is like a weird, really smooth, normal type of stone. Oh, would you look at that? It's turning night again. I'm gonna make my walls out of spruce planks. So place these there and there. These are gonna be 1 by 2. Is it? No, it's 2 by. No, goes width and then length, so it's a 1 by 2. I don't know if I'm right about it going width and length, but whatever. Strip these and then frame this window. This is also a 2 by 2. Wait, this window's framed with spruce planks. You know, I like spruce planks, but with this particular build, they kind of stand out a bit. I don't know if I like that. Strip these, and then, no, time to dash to my mine. Oh, I almost got whacked by an orphan. There we go, and I'm safe. It's finally day again, and am I happy it is so. Okay, what do I want to put here? Let's put fir planks, why not? Now, once I place down these doors and get some windows, I can use this home as homes are intended to be used. Oh, by the way, don't mind that a creeper exploded, and yeah, it didn't drop enough dirt to fill the hole in all the way. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a village right here. Now, there are no friendly villagers in this mod pack, so I can't expect to find villagers here. That's a wither skeleton. And I made this really strong weapon again. This Makua Huitul the Maka. I made this Maka again. But as you can see, the durability is complete garbage. I think that was only the 5th time I killed something with it. So, like, it has a good amount of attack damage, but it's not practical whatsoever. So I need to find a weapon that I can craft to make a that will be far more proficient, effective, and not useless. So I need a weapon that does more damage but has decent durability, because a Maka is not it, fam. Not it at all. First of all, though, I need some windows, which means collecting sand. Oh, what fun this is going to be. I hope no sea serpent spawns and decides to attack me on this day. Ice and fire, man. It's fun, but can it be frustrating? How much of the sand do I need? Not much at the moment. Then I'm gonna start out with a single floor home, so I don't need that much glass. In fact, let me collect what sand I have mined currently, and then I'll head back to make my windows because I'd rather not be living in my mine anymore. And I need to somehow kill enough spiders safely to make 3 pieces of wool so I could get a bed. There are Endermen right there. Anything else here that I should be aware of? Nope. Come back in. Well, don't come back in there. Actually, I need to smelt this sand into glass to make windows, and then I can go back in there. I made these metal framed glass panes to be my windows. I'm hoping that they're more durable than normal glass panes in the sense that they're less likely to get blown up by a creeper. So yeah, and the reason why I hope that is because these windows were expensive to craft in a beginner sense, right? Because they require an iron ingot per every 8. A wandering trader. Interesting. Ow. Water. Anywho, what are you selling? Dark oak saplings, a love medallion. Dude, didn't you have leads? Where'd they go? I want your leads. Ah, haha, got him. And I got a carrot too. Fantastic. Also, I made this shield, I mean not the shield, but this spear, which apparently doesn't have the two-handed weapon quality for some reason. So I'm able to use a spear with a shield, and it does have the extra reach I liked from the pike. I mean, not as much extra reach, but extra reach nonetheless. And back to my new home. Time to light this place up. Alright, so put a torch here, and here. Yeah, why not? And then one right there, and another right there. Now I'm going to go get my blocks, my crafting systems, the crafting block. I don't know what my functional blocks. There we go. Stone cutter. All right, I was making some charcoal in there. Drop off the carrot. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff I don't need to have on me. And then pick up you. I'm gonna move these over to my new home. And I still have yet to actually get a bed, unfortunately. So what I do have, will have to make do. Stone cutter here. Why not? Crafting table there. Furnace. Why not? Put it right there. Time to make the ceiling, which I'm gonna make these slabs. And there we go. I have 16 iron. I should probably make myself some armor, but that can wait until I have my home fully built. Hopefully sheep. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? There we go. I still don't know why I can break this with my hand, but whatever. And I'm gonna fill this entire ceiling out. Time to make, well, actually no, never mind. I was gonna say it's time to make a ladder, but then I remembered that my home this time in this series is supposed to be a single floor. Turn all these into stairs. This is what my roof is gonna be, cobblestone brick. So it's time to get working on the roof. Yeah, this is gonna be a stubby little home, ain't it? Whatever, time to get started. I gotta clear out some of these leaves first because, man, are they in the way. Break. These trees are way too congested in this small area. And so sometimes when I'm trying to cut down one tree, it's so close to another that I end up breaking them both down, or I end up breaking only half of both of them. So it can get pretty annoying trying to cut down these fir trees, but it is what it is. I need to eat real quick. By the way, I think the best starter armor I might be able to get without having to raid dungeons, because man, do they hurt, would be Neptunian armor from aquaculture, which I think I can get through those crates you can fish up, or at least I think you can fish up crates. And so I may have to start working towards an aquaculture fishing rod. I don't know if you can get the fish crates with a normal fishing rod, hence the need to make an aquaculture one, such as the iron fishing rod, which is a thing, by the way, and I must say it looks nice. I like its item texture. I like its item texture more than I like the vanilla texture for the normal fishing rod. Oh boy. I'm definitely gonna have to go mining for more cobblestone after this. But time to start placing my roof all the way. Oh, okay. I finished building my roof, and yes, there are berry bushes here, and I found out that you could put slabs on top of them to not get pricked by them when you pass them by for the berries. But I was running out of food, and I still have yet to set up a carrot or wheat farm, so the berry bushes were a necessity rather than a desire. And it's turning night again. Of course it is. Every time I start recording again, it always is. Anywho, what I want to build next, since my house is technically built, I want to build walls around this place. Before I start building my walls, I want to flatten the area out a bit more. Now, you may have noticed the jump in Minecraft days at the bottom of my screen, and that's precisely because I want to flatten the ground. So I pretty much have been waiting multiple Minecraft nights and, you know, gathering dirt in the mornings so I could do just that. And, well, stone shovels aren't particularly fast, but I guess collecting dirt hasn't been the only thing I was doing. So as you can see, I expanded my berry farm because I eat a lot of food. My hunger goes down quickly. But I have been decorating my house a bit more as well, as you can see, and mining. And so I have a full set of iron armor now. I have an iron axe. In fact, this is like my 4th or 6th one, I believe, since I last recorded, but that's not the point. I want to flatten this land out so I could start placing my walls more securely, because there's spots like this where I can't build in without disfiguring my walls. Pretty much, I want to flatten the ground to keep my entire wall on the same level as itself, and that's the reason why I'm flattening the ground. And I also need to fill this up with dirt. Of course, I just ran out of dirt, so I'll have to mine some more. And there's a skeleton right here. Okay, hello. You need to die, and it's dead. So I'm going to go back inside and make myself some iron tools, specifically shovels. I have plenty of dirt now, so I'm going to fill in this hole and then move on to that other segment of this area that I showed you on the other side of my home. There we go. And that would be over here. I am going to start filling in this little area here, with this being the borderline. So everything on the other side of this dirt is going to be filled in so I can start building my wall. I am back from however much time it was down in my mines, and I got the materials to start building a wall. I need to cut down that tree. So I'm gonna get right to that. I think I'm gonna make the wall 4 blocks tall. Let's start it like, I don't know, right here, maybe. Do something like 1, 2, and come over here. Place, this is gonna be the gate, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hop on over to this side and do 1, 2, 3, 4. That was accidental, and I don't have a pickaxe to break that. Anywho, man, that almost failed. Anyway, that right there is the gate. I need tools, an axe, a pickaxe, 6 iron. Oh yeah, I have more iron on me, don't I? Yes, I do. That's not the point right now. An axe, and then a pickaxe. You go there, you go in my offhand, you go here, you go here, you here, you in there, you there, there. Inventory organized. Give me that. Ooh, I believe that sound, I don't know what that animal noise is supposed to be, but I believe that means that it's officially noon, or maybe evening, because the sky is turning this sort of grayish color, so I'll keep that in mind. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, why are these 5 blocks tall and not 4? You know what? Forget about it. That's the gate. It can be taller. No one cares. And then this. Yeah, it's turning night. Of course it is. Of course, it begins to turn night once I start building my wall. I think that's a proper gate now. Yeah, that's a gate. And I do still have those pillars. These creeper pillars, which is what I have decorating my entire house so far. So, can I do this? Oh, that is cursed. What happened there? Can I not stack these on top? I don't think I can stack these on top of each other. Okay, I officially hate these now. That sucks. Anyway, I gotta wait until it turns day again, and then I'll continue building my walls. Can somebody explain to me what that is? What are you? What are you? There's another one up there, and they're all super enchanted. This is so not cool. Let me guess. Do all of those guys looking at me with their crossbows drawn have piercing? I don't know why. I simply have that feeling that they all have piercing. That seems to be my luck. Will I be able to continue building my walls with that guy standing guard right there? Oh, he's leaving. He's leaving. Oh, thank the Lord's in the sky. I can continue building my wall then. It's almost done. It's mostly done. I simply need to connect this part of the wall to that part of the wall, and then I'm done. Finally, I have my wall fully up, and I decorated my land a bit with broken pillars and whatnot. So this is my home. So far, there is something I want to add to it. A couple of somethings, really. But the one I'm going to get into right away, is vertical slabs. Specifically, these stone brick vertical slabs. I want to add these to my home, starting from here. And I want to make this go all the way around, there we go, to decorate my home. Hope they could go all the way around though. I don't know. That should be fine. And then continue it on with the vertical slabs, and then add more pillars or strong columns, as these blocks are so weirdly named. And there we go. Now add the final ones, and then you go right there. There we go. And now I need more vertical slabs to line my door. Phantoms. And with it being day, time to add the finishing touches. The cobblestone brick vertical slabs on the doorway. Those phantoms still haven't burned to death yet. I don't know. It's been day for a couple of minutes now. You'd think they would have died already, but of course they didn't, because my life in this mod pack can never be easy. Anyway, line the doorway. There we go. I like that. Mojang really needs to add vertical slabs. People have been asking for them for an incredibly long time. Although I heard that Mojang might be considering adding them in an update soon. Maybe. Nothing's guaranteed, unfortunately. But one can hope and dream that they will go through with it. Anyway, that's my home. Okay, I had to make sure these two walls were symmetrical, and I do believe they are. With everything being complete, this is where I am going to end this episode. Have a good night, a good day, a good afternoon, or a good whatever it is for you, whether it's dusk or dawn. Goodbye, everybody. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and comment to boost it in the algorithm. And if you vibe with my content and want to see more, subscribe.